Hello my dear students, welcome to our second video of chapter 4, What Books and Burial Tell Us. Let us begin the video. Social Division During Vedic Age. बच्चों, इस चैप्टर के फर्स्ट वीडियो में हम बात कर रहे थे वैदिक पीरियड के बारे में. In this video, we will talk about some important terms used in Vedic period. People can be described in terms of their language or work that they do or on the basis of the place they belong to. Let's see some of the words used in Vedic period to describe people. There were two groups who were described in terms of their work. These are priests, who were also called Brahmins. They performed various rituals and also functioned as a teacher. Second groups were Rajas or king, who functioned as a ruler or king. These Rajas were not like the one as we think about. They did not have capital, cities or armies. Even they do not collected taxes as well. Rajas were not hereditary, means एक राजा का बेटा ही राजा बने ऐसा जरूरी नहीं था. एक योग्य पर्सन ही राजा बन सकता था. There are two other words or terms that were used to describe people. These terms are jana and wish. Jana word का use आज भी किया जाता है, जैसे पुरुजना, भारत जना and यदुजना. Sometimes people who composed hymns describe themselves as Aryans. There is one of the other terms, dasas or dasyus. They were opponent of Aryans and were not allowed to perform yajnas or sacrifices. They were those people who were often captured in war. They were treated as property of their owners. They had to do what was asked by their owners. You can understand all this with the help of this diagram. Look at the picture given on your screen. These big stone boulders are known as megaliths. These are arranged by people to mark a burial site. Burial site क्या है ये तो आप लास्ट चैप्टर में पढ़ ही चुके हैं. Burial sites वो प्लेस है जहाँ पर इंसान को दफन किया गया था. This practice of erecting megaliths began about 3000 years ago. Such kind of sites are found throughout the Deccan, in South India and Northeast Kashmir. Look at the map on your screen. Can you find Brahmagiri and Adichanallur in South India? These are the examples of burial sites. Sometimes archaeologists find stone boulders arranged in circle, as you can see in the given picture. Sometimes single stone have been used to mark the burial site. These stone boulders are only the indication that there is burial site beneath. A common feature is found in all the burials that dead were buried with distinctive pots which are called black and red ware and weapons of iron and sometimes skeletons of horses and horse equipments and ornaments of gold and stones. Children, can you guess why all this was buried with the dead person? Perhaps they believed that there is life even after death, and all these things were meant to serve in other world. Different burials are found with different type of materials buried with them. Here, one skeleton was buried with 33 gold beads, 2 stone beads, 4 copper bangles, and 1 conch shell. While other skeletons are found only with few pots, it suggests that there was some different social status among the people. Some were rich, others were poor, and some chiefs, others followers. Some megaliths contain more than one skeleton. This indicates that people, perhaps belonging to the same family, were buried in the same place, though not at the same time. Those who died later were brought into the grave through the portholes. Find Inamgaon on given map. There is a burial site which is located on the river Bod, a tributary of Bhima, Here, one man was buried in a large four-legged clay jar, as given in the picture. It was kept in the courtyard. As per finding by archaeologists, people living here used grain like wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas, and sesame. The animals that were reared by them were cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, dog, horses, ass, pig, spotted deer, etc. Let's revise. The Rig Veda divides people in two groups on the basis of their work. The Brahmins and the Rajas, people or the community as a whole, have been referred to as Jana or Vishya. The composer of hymns called themselves Aryans and their opponents Dasas or Dasyus. Megaliths are very large stones found at most sites of burial about 3000 years ago. This practice was used in Deccan and Kashmir. People were buried along with several objects. The objects were chosen probably dependent upon the status of the dead person. Let me check you what you have understood. Question 1. A popular drink dash was prepared from a rare plant that grew on the mountains. Option A. Butter. Option B. Soma. Option C. Sura. And option D. Ghee. Your correct answer is option B. Soma. Which of the following animals were given high respect? Option A. Goat. Option B. Buffalo. Option C. Cow. And option D. Sheep. Your correct answer is cow. Question 3. They were the people who served the other three groups. Option A. Brahmins. Option B. Kshatriyas. Option C. Vaishyas. And option D. Sudras. Your correct answer is option D. Sudras. Question 4. When the dead body was buried with gold beads, it means that the dead man was dash. Option A. Rich man. Option B. Poor man. Option C. Chief. And option D. Followers. Your correct answer is option A. Rich man. Your practice questions are given on the slide. Just note it down and give the answers correctly. Thank you. See you soon in our next module.